Right, here we are. Okay, I shall wait and see if anybody wants to join me. Oh, better turn that down, hadn't I? That's better. Oh, somebody's there. Hello, hello, whoever you are. I should be with you in a minute. Okay. Right. Oh, hello, Jan. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was I was trying to do something else. Can you hear me better now? Yeah, I was mumbling because I was concentrating. I can't multitask. Right, I'll give it another minute and then I'll get started. It might just be you and me, Jan. Oh no, hold on, we've just jumped up to 3 people looking. Oh, I was starting to wonder if it would just be the 2 of us. So hello anyone that's there. I'll start in a minute. So Monday again. Hey, I had a really good weekend and we're back to Monday again already, but never mind. Hey ho. Rolled on Friday. Oh right, I've gone back to 1 again. Never mind, Jan. I'll yeah, no, it's there's not many there. Anyway, Jan, oh hi Lou. I don't think there's many here today, but not to worry because it stays in the group so people can watch. Yes, the month is flying past. Definitely it is. I don't quite know where it's going. Anyway, right. I don't know if anybody watched my last live in here, but I did a little mini book, and I'm going to do another one today. So it's not even really Tando related, but hey, it doesn't matter. This is another one using an A4 sheet of paper. Oh, I don't worry, Lou. It's not a problem. It really isn't. It doesn't matter because people can drop in and watch anytime, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to do another mini book today using one A4 sheet thing, and they're really fun and easy to make. And I'm just thinking these things would be great for doing sort of an alternative to Christmas cards, even because you can make them a bit more personal, I think, and it keeps the postage down because they're only small. So I'll get cracking. So first of all, you can actually do them so they're either landscape or portrait, but the folding and the folding is the same. The cutting is only very slightly different. So right. So first of all, you want an A4 sheet of paper, and then we're going to do our usual folding it into 8. So you're going to fold it in half like that. Is it 8? No, it's probably more than 8 actually. Always use your bone folder, it's always handy. And then we're going to fold that section back like that. Flip that over. Oh, hi Anne. And we're going to, I'll do these a couple of times so anybody that comes in later will get to see it from the start. They're so quick and easy. So we'll open that out. I'm sure I've got ink or something on my mat because I keep getting it on my paper, but never mind, I'll give it a clean. So we open that out, and now we do the same again the other way. Like that. And then again we fold this back like that. Flip that over. This, honestly, Lou, this one is so simple. It really is simple. Anybody that hasn't made many books before will have no problem with this whatsoever. Right, so I'm going to show you, I'll show you the landscape one first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually draw on here in pencil. You don't need to do this because you've already got your crease lines, but I want you to see where I'm cutting. So I will just, so this is the centre crease, and you're going from oh, hi Joan. You're going from that point there, that fold there, down to this fold here. And then you're going to create an eye. So we're going to go from that fold there to that one there. As I say, if you're doing this yourself, you don't need to put these pencil lines in. I just want you to be able to see what's going on. And then you do the same from that point there to that point there, like that. And then we want to also cut along these lines here. So that's one, and that's the other. Oh, excuse my phone pinging. I thought I'd turned it down, but obviously not. Right, so what you've got here is you've got your paper. I will show this again because a few of you have come in since I folded it. You've got your paper that you folded into, it's into 16 actually, not into 8, it's into 16 pieces. And then this is where we're going to actually cut along these lines here. And this is going to make a landscape one. I will show you another one, which is exactly the same folding, but you turn it 90 degrees, do the same cuts, and then that will make a portrait one. But I'll show you that. Oh, bless you, Joan. I hope all goes well. So I'm going to cut down here. You can cut these lines with scissors because it is only paper. And then I'm going to cut along here like that. And then I'll cut along this one like that. And then I'll do this one. And I'll do this one. Like that. So then it's all about the folding. Okay, so we're going to open the window that you've got like that. Okay, and then we're going to, I've got to remember how I did it now. I only did it just before we came on. Yep, so you fold it in half like that, and then I think they go back like that. Yes. Right, let's do that again because I've reminded myself. So you open your window, fold that in half. Okay, then that one goes back on itself, flip it over, that one comes back on itself like that, and then we hold this up and you can see you've got this diamond shape there coming. What you need to do is you need to push those ends in together like that, and then you're going to create your book there. So this piece here, this part, is your book. Then this one that you've got here, we're going to fold that. So you fold that in half like that, fold that back like that, flip it over, and then fold that in like that. So what you've got is your main book here, and you've got this bit. But what you need to do with this bit is you've got to reverse some of the folds. So I will show you what I mean. So you will end up with your two diamonds. Hopefully you can all see that. And then that just, oh, and then that you can just push that end in there like that. Pinch that together. And then push those in like that. So that's given you these 4 pieces. Hi, Noreen. There, like that. Okay, and that creates your spine for your book. And then what you need to do then, so I'll just show you, you need to do a little bit of gluing, not a great deal. So I'll just show you what you need to do. So where you've got your pieces, 4 pieces that join together. Oh, and I'm glad it's new to some people anyway. I will do another one because I want to do a portrait one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open that out a bit, and I'm going to just put a bit of glue on those 4 sides like that. Move it out of the way, fold all that back up, and then we want to just glue those together like that. So I'm going to pop a peg on there or a clip and just leave that. That helps to keep the book together. The other bit of gluing you need to do as well is you'll see that these bits fall forward, and it's choice. You've got a choice here of what you do. What I've done, this is a portrait one. What I've done with this one is I've actually glued all the pages together, so it sits really solid. The only one that isn't together is the middle one, and that sits really solid. However, there's nothing to stop you. Here's one that I did earlier. There's nothing to stop you from creating pockets. So you could fold back, you could, if you watched my previous live, you can see I did various things with a hole punch, a big circle punch, and made little openings and things like that. You can do all of that, okay? You don't have to glue the pages together, but for now I will glue the pages together just to show you what I mean. Now there's lots of people come in, so I'm going to do all this again. Don't worry about it, guys, because it's such a quick thing. So I'm going to just pop a bit of glue on some of these pages. This is quite rough. You can be a little bit more precise when you do them. And just squash those in. I've got it all over the place now. What a messy cup. I can't do anything without getting in a mess. Hi Diane, how are you? Right. Yes, a good job it's not super glue, Jan, honestly. It's actually watered down PVA, so it's even better than normal PVA. Right, so that's glued those two pages together, you see. If you flip that over, you've also got this where this flops forward. So you can just pop a bit of glue on there and there. All this is optional. I just think that it actually holds it a little bit more solid, but you don't have to do as much gluing as this. You only really need to glue that bit at the back, and that holds it all in quite nicely. Now, as you see, because you've glued these back ones, okay, Jan, see you later. Thank you, darling. As you've got these back ones, this one flops forward, so that's fine. We just pop, literally just pop a bit of glue on there and there. Hold all that flat in together. And now you have got a nice, excuse my phone, I thought the sound's meant to be down, but it's still making a noise. Now you've got a really nice little mini book like this. So what I'm going to do, because there's a few in now, I'm going to do it again and show you what I did, but this time I'm going to do a portrait one because you have a choice. So let's get another piece of paper. I'm not quite sure why I'm dinging. I'm dinging for some reason. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, so here is your A4 sheet of paper. First thing we do, fold that in half like that. Use your bone folder. And then pop that round, fold that back like that. Yes, it does, Lou, and actually, to be honest with you, once you get the gist, you could actually make a note of what the page numbers are in pencil, and there's no reason why you can't open it out and then decorate it before you actually glue it all together. So there, you know, if you've got something where you want to stamp across pages or something, you certainly can do that. But without a doubt, because it opens out nice and flat all the time. That one's folded differently now. Because it opens out flat all the time, it's really easy to stamp and do everything else that you want on it. And you can make as many as you like to create as big a book as you like as well. Right, so anyway, I'll carry on. So we folded in half, we folded that one back. Then we're going to fold that one back like that. Yes, that's very true, Lou. I'm not too great at forward thinking either. But hey, you know, some people might. Okay, so we've opened it out. Then we're going to fold it lengthways like this. pop that back on itself like that. I just think how lovely these would be as little Christmas cards, rather than your regular Christmas card, sending out a little book. Because there's so many lovely Christmas papers out there. I've got a thing about papers. And the thing is, yeah, as you say there, as I can see what you're getting at, Noreen, you don't have to use plain paper at all. So you could completely decorate your sheet of paper on both sides with the backgrounds that Lou has done, and then you can just fold those up. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right, so I did the landscape. Now I'm going to do the portrait one, and what I'll do again is I'll draw the lines on. You don't need to do this. I'm only doing it so you can see what you need to do. So we're going to go from this point to that point there. Like that. And then we're going to create our eye shape. So we're going from that point there to that point there. Flip that round, and then we're going from that point to that point. And then we're going to go from this point here out to the edge there and there. And as I say, you don't need to draw these lines. You can just cut without, but I just wanted you to see them. So you've got your eye shape. This is to make a portrait book. You're doing your eye portrait. If you want to do the landscape, you do your eye landscape, okay, like I did the first one. So that's what you've got. That's your cut lines. So I'm going to just cut these. Like that. And then that one like that. That one like that. And then we'll do that one and that one. Okay. So again, we're doing portrait. So you open your window like this, first of all. Then that folds in half, like that. That one folds back. Flip it over. That one folds forward, like that. Okay. Then pop that up like that. And this is where you've got your diamond shape. So push all that in together. And then push those round, so you've just got the one end there. Okay, so you had your, oops, where have we gone? You had your diamond shape, push those together, push that round, and then you've got this here. So this is the main part of your book here, and then what we're going to do is create the spine part here. So you fold that first in half, then fold that back like that, flip that over, and then fold that like that. So you've essentially folded that into 4. Now when we open that out, what we need to do is we need to reverse some of these folds. Okay, so we're going to reverse that one and that one like that, and then reverse that one. Like that. So you end up with your 2 diamond shapes like I showed you on the first one. I think you can just about see if I hold them. That's it. You can see your 2 diamond shapes. Then this M1 we're going to push in. Seems to be a bit more fiddly. It's probably because it's portrait rather than landscape. Landscape, you've got less to manoeuvre. Push that one in. Like that. Okay. And then you can push those in like that. And that gives you... Oh, definitely, Lou. Do have a go. I'd love to see them too. You've got your 4 little points there. And that now has created your portrait book as opposed to your landscape book. But it's exactly the same folding. It's just the way that you've cut the eye and the bits at the beginning. And that just changes it from portrait to landscape. Really, really simple. 1 sheet of paper. So I'll go through the gluing again. We need to glue these little mountains and valleys because we need to stiffen the book up a little bit. So let me just pop some glue in there. Try not to be quite as messy as the first one. Like that. Oh, hi, Charmaine. Right, see, I'm getting messy again. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll just pop a clip on there for a second, just until that dries. Shouldn't take too long. And then, as we did before, you'll see that there are these bits flat forward. So again, it's optional. You don't have to glue them, but I like to glue them because I think it gives the book a little bit more rigidity. So I'm just going to pop. Oh, I think I'm getting low on glue. Pop a bit of glue on there. I am getting low on glue. And then squash that together so they glue like that. And then you can see this one. I might have to use this other glue. It's a bit thicker. Let me just make sure it works. Oh, there's air coming out, so you'd hope it'll work. Right, a little bit there. There, push all that together, like that, and then that's glued. Getting there. It's just that one to do. As I say, these are optional. You can not glue them together at all, and you can cleverly make them into little pockets and things to put tags in. So again, there's lots of different options for these, like that. And that is a glued portrait book. The only bit that's left open is that bit in the middle, which if you want to glue right at the start, you can if you want to. I quite like it actually like that. You could put a little bit of glue along the bottom and perhaps put a tag in there, which would look quite nice. So that's that one. So these are your obviously your landscape. I've got another landscape there, and you can join these together to create even bigger books like that. So you would just glue all the ends, all these ends in together. So what we'll do, yeah, it would. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant idea. Let me just glue these. And then you can kind of see them all a bit more rigid. So we'll glue those in together. Then we'll glue these bits. Another good idea. Yeah, colour swatches, definitely. So many things you can use them for. And do you know what? They're just so cute. And only one sheet of paper. That's what I love about them. Make sure I've done this right here. Oh, I think that was the one I'd folded wrong. Let's move that out the way. Yeah, I did fold that one. It came apart and now it's gone all over the place. Let me go back to this green one. Right. I think I've just glued the wrong pages together in that one. So never mind, we'll leave that one. Okay. Right, let's glue that together like that first of all. Then this is where you can pull them forward like this, you see. Oh, I'd already started to create a tag on that one. I will I'll just glue that all in like that. And then that's that one. There. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. You could put little mini shopping lists and things, couldn't you? Do you know what I think would be really good as well when you talk about shopping lists? Now, we have been doing online Tesco's shopping for a long time, since COVID. And we decided this week, or a couple of weeks ago, that we're going to cancel it. We're going to start going out shopping again and brave the big wide world. But do you know what we tend to forget to get? And that is like our bog standard regular stuff that we get every week. There is always something we forget to get. And you could have like a little book of all your sort of like regular shopping, couldn't you? You know, you could say you don't forget your mushrooms anymore. Because there is always something. It's always something that when we actually even do the order online. I mean, when you do an order online, actually, you can look at your favourites, and it's quite handy to add it. But when we're going back into the shop, we're not going to have that. So we are going to need a list of some form, without a doubt. Right, so of course you can now, if you want to, you can join those together. And because you've got this really lovely, useful spine area here, you literally just need to glue the two spines together. So we can glue that together like that. I'll just pop a clip on. Like that. Now this is all done in paper, and it's actually quite a nice thickness because a lot of it now has all been doubled up, so it's all nice and chunky. You could, if you wanted to, make a couple of covers. Now I'll do them in a different colour because otherwise it's all going to get a bit blendy in and you're not going to see what I'm doing. So let me get a piece of card of a different colour. wanted a nice bright one. Oh, what have we got here? That'll do. That'll do. Right, so piece of card. Now I've already cut some covers, but what you can do is just measure. So we've got about 18mm spine on that, and then that's roughly 75mm. So you're going to cut, you're going to draw out first of all 18mm. Oh, hi Kay. 18mm there, and then I said, oh, what did I say? 75 roughly. 75mm. So we'll do that. 18, and then 75mm again, like that. And then this dimension is around about 55, so we can do, we want two covers, so we want 55 and 110. I shall just draw a line up there, and then we do the same here, 55 and 110, like that. So I'll cut this out so you can see. I'm just going to cut a big square to start with, or squarish. It's not quite square, it's a rectangle. Like that. And then, has that gone through? Not quite. Like that. And then where we did the 18mm in, you want to do a score line. Now I'm going to use the back of my blade. You can use your bone folder or whatever you like really, but I just think you get a nice clean crisp score line when you use the back of your blade. Don't use the front part because obviously I'll cut into it. And then we're going to just chop that in half to the measurements that we did, like that. And then what we can do is we can fold these like this, and this is where it's going to create your hinge, like that. So we get our books, and then that one we'll glue onto there, like that. Flip that over. That one we're going to glue onto there, like that. And then we want to just pop a clip on there just to all hold it in. You could do your covers actually even slightly bigger if you wanted to, just to make it look like your pages are more inside, but that's just a nice way of adding some covers. Nice thick, you know, this is like a thicker card, so it's a much nicer way of putting a cover on. Another thing you could do is you could punch holes, so you could have a couple of holes in there and thread a little bit of loose thread through. That'll hold that all together as well, and that just creates a really lovely little book. So that's that one. And then with the portrait one, so I've already glued, have I glued that one? Yeah, I've already glued both of these. So we can do exactly the same again to make the covers. So if we have a look again, now obviously the spine is slightly smaller because it's the portrait version. So that's around about sort of 14 mil, and then the page is about 55. So if we do 14 mil and then 55, like that, 14 mil and then 55, like that, and then this dimension you're going to be looking at roughly, let's make it a slightly bigger, let's say it's about 77, so we want to do that twice, so 77 there. Oh, hi, all right, Angel, how are you? 77 down to there. It's a really simple thing to do, this is, Art Angel, it's so simple. I've already made quite a few. Right, 77 there, and 77 there. So we'll just cut that out. Like that, and there to there, like that. I think I need a new blade in my knife, it's not cutting quite as well as it should. Right, move that out of the way, and then as I did before, where you've got your, I think it was 14 mil, I think, which was your width of your kind of spine piece, I've just used the back of my knife to do score lines, and then cut that in half like that, and then this obviously bends to create the spine piece at the back. Put the two together, well, we need to glue them together first, so we're going to pop a bit of glue along there, put that on there like that, and then we're going to pop that one, I'll hold it all together with a clip in a minute. We're going to pop that one on there like that, flip that over, pop that one on there like that, and then I'm going to grab a clip because otherwise it's all just going to fall apart. Oh, hi, good morning, Lamia. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Or good afternoon, it is here anyway. Sorry, it's afternoon here. I don't know what time it is where you are in Montreal. Right, another clip. So, there is your book. So, that is your portrait version, all done and glued and finished. And as I say, because of the way you've done the covers, you can actually put as many of these little pieces in that you want. And each one of these is only an A4 sheet of paper. So really, really, really simple. And you can just build them up to as big as you like. Of course, what you can also consider is if you use A3, you will end up with a bigger book. So you can go with an A3 size. I mean, you can use any size paper, but obviously our standard is A4, and a lot of people have A4. I'd imagine if you did it with a 12 by 12, you'd end up with a square book, which would be quite nice. actually. So that you could do as well. So yeah, that's your finished portrait. That's your finished, sorry, that's your finished landscape. That's your finished portrait. Oh, hi, Anne. Kristin, from Sweden. Hi. I've nearly finished now, but it's good to have you here. So there you go. There's your two little books. If you have only just joined us, please do watch back from the beginning, because they are so simple to make. They really are. Really, really, really simple. Great fun. And I've literally sort of made these two little books in the time I've been on here. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I'm hoping to come back again, because I have something really special in the pipeline, which we're working on, which I'm hoping to release in November. So with any luck, I'll be allowed to come back on and show you that just before we launch. That would be really good. It's something a little bit unique. So anyway, thanks again, everybody, and I shall hopefully see you all again soon. Have a great day.